Good day, everybody. This is Dr. Nandi, again, your stat tutor. Today, we will talk about confidence interval calculation for two sample t-test. So I'll share my screen with you. So the problem is an agent claims that there is no difference between the pay of safeties and linebackers in the NFL. A survey of 15 safeties found an average salary of 501,580 with a standard deviation of 20,000. A survey of 15 linebackers found an average salary of 513,360 with a standard deviation of 18,000. Using alpha is equal to 0.05, test the agent's claim. Let one be the safeties and two linebackers. So the null hypothesis is mu1 equal to mu2, and the alternate hypothesis is mu1 not equal to mu2. Now in the null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis, if we subtract mu2 from both sides, the null hypothesis changes to mu1 minus mu2 equal to 0, and the alternate hypothesis is mu1 minus mu2 not equal to 0. Okay. Our alpha is given as 0.05, so our confidence level is 1 minus alpha, which is 1 minus 0.05 is 0.95. Since we do not know the population standard deviation, we use two sample t int. So how do I do that? So I put my calculator on, press the stat button, go highlight test on the top row, test is the right one. And then I scroll down to two sample, not t-test. We are going to two sample. So we have to scroll down beyond the first screen, scroll down with the down arrow key beyond the first screen. And we find immediately after that is two sam t interval. When we see that, when our cursor sits against that test, we hit enter. So our input should be on stats. The X1 bar is 501,580. SX1 is 20,000. N1 is 15. X2 bar is 513,360. SX2 is 18,000. N2 is 15. Okay. And C level is 0.9. Okay. So no, sea level is 0.95. So let's change the sea level to 0.95. Okay. Because alpha is 0.05, sea level is 1 minus alpha, 1 minus 0.05 is 0.95. Pooled is no. We keep pooled at no because we want to assume the population standard deviations are not equal. Okay. And we go to calculate and calculate the the lower bound and the upper bound of the confidence interval for the difference in the two population means. So the confidence interval for the difference in two population mean is between minus 26,018 and 2,458.2. Okay, remember this is the 95% confidence interval for the difference in the two population means. Okay, notice the left boundary is minus 26,018 and the upper boundary or the right boundary is 2,458.2. So the lower boundary is negative, the upper boundary is positive. That means we start on the left of zero because we have a negative number as the lower boundary, and the upper boundary is on the right of zero. So zero sits in between the lower boundary and the upper boundary. So with 95% confidence, we can state that the actual mu1 and the difference between mu1 and mu2 will fall between minus 26,018 and 2,458.2. So zero is inside. So my null hypothesis, remember when I removed or when I subtracted mu2 from both sides, null hypothesis mu1 minus mu2 is equal to 0. Since 0 is inside the 95% confidence interval for the difference in two population mean, okay, we cannot reject the null hypothesis. So the decision is failed to reject the null hypothesis. So the conclusion is at alpha equal to 0.05, there is not enough evidence to support that the difference in the two population means mu1 minus mu2 is not equal to 0. And that is because the lower boundary is negative, upper boundary is positive of the 95% confidence interval for the difference in the two population means. That means 0 is inside the interval. Hence, a possible value of mu1 minus mu2 could be 0. Therefore, we do not reject the null hypothesis. So the conclusion is at alpha equal to 0.05, there is not enough evidence to support HA, which is mu1 minus mu2 not equal to 0. If you have any question on this, please post a comment, okay? And I'll be happy to reply to you. Also, please subscribe to my channel using the subscribe button down there. Please use the subscribe button, okay? Subscribe button, which is down there, down below my recording, okay? So please subscribe to it, this channel, because I come back every week to record and to discuss more statistical problems, okay? Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and see you next time. Take care.